Monongahela Rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
36 power.
Wilson airing it out to start. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Well, Brock, if the goal was to set the tone that you're going to be aggressive all game, I would say mission accomplished. But might be tough to connect on a lot of those against a defense that came ready to play.
Yeah, they were not caught off guard for a second, Kate. They know this offense likes to be aggressive, and dare I say, they may have been expecting that deep shot on the opening snap.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, Hurts completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
73! 73!
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, pass.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. He's still going at the 30. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually, they do give him the 10-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, 73, 73.
First down throwing for Hurts. He's on the move. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Great, set.
Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. Cut.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Roman Wilson reels it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Touch 50.
They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Bang out, bam. Cut. 14, got it. Cut.
On play action now, Wilson. Oh, he put everything he had into that. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
No touch that. Carlos, get it. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Barkley, a 1st down and more. And he's brought down at the 44. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No touch that. Miami. Hey, easy, 63, back.
They motion a receiver left.
No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Great.
2nd and 3 now.
No touch.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Metton stopped by Alex Highsmith. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Eagles in possession. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They go to Barkley again. And he's brought down for a loss. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the pistol, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Hurts trying again on second down. Pass caught by Gainwell. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Able to find Gainwell. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Barkley can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Hurts now on 3rd and goal. On the move, headed right, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Block that, block that. Look, guys, 4 down. Be alert. 12. Move in.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He's back to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hurts looking to throw. This one finds Goddard. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. First down, a run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 48. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
King, Phil King. Hey.
Running back sent in motion.
Hey, 73, 73.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Wilson's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
After Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Go, 14. 18, 36 power. All go special! All go special! We look for signals. Good shot!
Ross off the play fake. Has it down close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, Hurts escapes out to the left. That pass complete to Goddard. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Man in motion here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. Spinning his way to the end zone. Touchdown! The Eagles cut it to a point late in this one. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Hey, alert! Hey, let's go double. Hey, alert! 95.
Setting up to pass. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. All right, look at this, reaching deep into the playbook for the monster formation here on third down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Return starts at the 3. Great vision, gets him across midfield. And the return takes them down inside the opposing 40. Some excellent field position here.
That is exactly the return that offense was hoping for. He put a lot of guys on his back to break that one big, and now he gives this offense a short field when they needed it the most.
He'll look to throw it. Barkley's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hey, easy, 63, 63.
Here he is to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the pistol, Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Toward that left upright, and no good! It bounces off! And that miss extinguishes the last chance they had in this game.
The obvious disclaimer right here, Kate. Let's make sure the kicker doesn't, well, take the whole blame for this loss. Because, yes, it was a game-tying kick, but this team's performance and missed opportunities throughout, man, there were a lot of guys going to watch this tape and say to that kicker, I could have done more.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And finally, Brock, they can exhale